right, so we're gonna talk about Fantasia on the Breakfast Club and how she was mentioning how women don't know how to allow men to be submissive.
No.
I mean, excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. What did that come out? Stop with my.
Look, she done third.
Yeah, I know. It's about time to go to bed. But anyway, how women don't know how to be submissive to a man,
right.
or basically let them take the lead. And she was saying that in this generation, she feels like it's like generational curses as to why we don't know how to allow men to do that. Secondly, they went on with a video between her and her husband, which is the video that I really liked because it gave both perspectives and it makes sense. You know, we've had to be mothers and it wasn't all on our own doing. Society helped get this way, you know what I'm saying, taking black men out of the homes and stuff like this, to where we have had to grow accustomed to being the head of the household, making the decisions, making the money, being all that the household needs. So when it comes to allowing a man inside to be over or oversee the home or be that leader in the home, he can't make those decisions because we're always accustomed to making those decisions.
Right. So let me ask you this then. So how do y'all feel about being submissive? And I want to let's put this in, I think, proper context, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't.
That was a big gulp.
I don't think that women should be submissive if you're not married.
I agree.
I do agree with that.
If y'all going together, then what's the end need? But if y'all on your way, you like, okay, this is our goal.
Mm-hmm. There is a
like
certain
a legit
level.
goal, then I think you can show some.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
I do agree.
I think.
So you do agree?
Man. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let's start here. What is submission to you?
Right.
When you hear submission, you have to be submitted.
The way I used to look at it and the way I look at it now is different.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The word submissive used to piss me off because I felt like guys used to use that out of context. Like you said, men who were just a boyfriend were asking. Like I feel like a lot of times what happens is in relationships, people do and ask for things before the time, right? And then that's expected, and then you play house for a long time, and you're being submissive to someone who's never going to be your husband.
Correct.
So, like, for me, I just used to feel like it was a way for men to, like, control how you as a woman act and do things. And then I, in return, wasn't getting nothing, you know. Right. But I feel like now, if you have a man who you see a future with and, you know, he knows how to lead, right? It's a struggle for me because I didn't grow up in a household where I saw that. My mama has always been the head of the household, whether she had a husband or not. She was making things run. Like, she couldn't depend on the husband. Right. She made things. So I'm seeing my mama, like, work, going to school, and she run the house. Her husband might have told her something, but ultimately she did what she said she was going to do. Gosh. So for me, it's been a struggle because she always taught me not to depend on no man for anything.
Right.
So I'm going to get mine regardless. If I'm in a relationship and things go left, nothing stops at my house.
Right. Gotcha.
But I feel like I also just haven't chosen correctly, and I haven't chosen a man that can show me that he can lead. And that's probably why I've struggled with letting a man lead, because I'm scared to allow somebody to lead and then you flop.
Right. So hold that right there.
Yeah, let me go ahead on and
No. I want you to start with what is submission to you first.
Submissive to me, that's hard because I know what submissive is, but I don't know what it is for myself because I haven't had to exemplify that, so it doesn't. Does that make sense?
Yes, but
have you seen it? Have you seen it? She said
yes.
She didn't grow up seeing it. Okay.
On the flip side, yes, I grew up in a 2-parent household, and yes, my mother was submissive I would say to a degree. You understand
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes, she ran the house. Yeah, my dad. They both were well, my dad was the breadwinner, but my mom also had her stuff going on too.
Mhm.
But you know, the vibe between them, there was some submissiveness there.
Mhm.
And so I guess yes, I do know what submissiveness is, but for myself, I think I'm in that same boat with Ilya. You know what I was gonna the question I was gonna pose to you, which was something that they said there. Do you trust the person? And trust goes a long way. And if you don't trust the person, you can't be submissive to them. So
why deal with them? Let me ask you that.
well, I mean, it's like you start to learn people. You don't just go off the bat and just give your trust to a person. You have to learn it, or either like I'll give you so much until you show me that you don't deserve it, and then it's like it's a no go. So it's like why try? So I'm gonna go into something. Let's just say, for example, how do you go into a relationship, dating somebody, knowing that you don't trust them? You have to have a certain level of trust in the beginning to even begin to formulate something as far as a relationship, correct?
Not necessarily.
No?
I feel like
So you just be
everybody-
dating people
no,
you
not
don't
me,
trust?
not me.
No, I mean,
but
not you, but I'm
some
just saying.
people have self-esteem issues, or some people have like they just have to have somebody. They don't know how they're not secure in their.
I guess different
so it
situations.
just depends. Like everybody is in a relationship.
But
for the
I
same
want to
reason.
say
True.
maybe they could be tricked.
There's that
and
representative.
Here we go. Right.
That was my
That face.
situation. It was that representative, right? I think.
Okay, so all right. So I got y'all to answer that. So I guess I'll get my perspective of it, right. So
He's a good example.
like
His wife is a good example.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Great example.
well, I will say this. I want to say this. Bianca is,
Mm-hmm.
as far as I guess submissive,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak. But I want to say for me personally, I don't know what submissive is in a certain sense because I haven't seen it. So what I mean by that is I grew up two parents. My mom and dad still together right now, but my mama took a certain role and my daddy took another.
Yes.
And so
can
I
identify
identify with that more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So I never saw the guy was like, you know, I'm the head of the home. This is about. I mean, my dad said that, but I think he only meant from just a spiritual standpoint, not from really anything else. I mean, of course, he was, I guess, a breadwinner,
Right.
but beyond anything else, I hadn't really seen that. Cause like my mom would pretty much handle the money,
Mm-hmm.
you know, made things happen with what he brought home and
That's how it
disperse
was.
and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So like, that's kind of what I've seen.
But you don't
as
think
a
that's
in-home
submissiveness? Because it does take a certain level of submissiveness.
No, I think so, but I
Okay.
think it's still my mom called more shots than my
She
dad.
was running.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
men don't
but
just let the
yeah.
wife handle the money. A lot of men in this generation, like my problem in my last relationship was the money was like it was not. There was no transparency in the money, so it's kind of hard on a financial standpoint. The trust was really going on there,
Right.
you know. So I feel like I'm a lot of older women I hear like the men did the breadwinning and they brought the check, and the women were the ones making sure
Handling the
things was
business.
being taken care of
Right.
to some percent.
So for an example, right? Like, I joke with Bianca, like, I don't know what I barely know when I get paid. Because when I get paid, she, you know what I'm saying? She do all of that. And so, like, you know, I guess I don't really have to worry about that. But that's also because, like, in the beginning of our marriage, right, I was, like, I guess controlling everything. So, you know, paying the bills and stuff. But then it's like, I was messing up. And I'm like, all right, here you go. You do that, you know what I'm saying? Because,
Right.
you know, I think also being, I guess, a man or, you know, the head of the house or anything, you have to know what you're good at.
Yeah.
So if you're not good at handling, making sure everything is paid or this goes here or whatever, because I guess just how you view money or things. Because I'm almost kind of like, look, they get it when I get it, and she like, no. We needed me, basically.
Right.
And so, okay, like I can't be proudful and be like, no, I'm the man in the house. This is what we could do. No, all right, you right. You go ahead and handle that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a part of, making the right decision. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying?
Can I get clarity on what you're saying?
No, go ahead.
So are you saying that you get paid, Bianca gets paid? Do y'all have a shared account or something, and all the money goes there? And she makes things move. Like
it's
like
not
whether
no
it's
separate.
your bill and her bill combined.
It's no such as her bill and my bill.
Well, I mean, like you drive a car, right? She drive like things that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but what I'm saying is,
so she just handles all of the stuff. She manages it, and I just ask that because I have married friends, and I know one particular have like the financial situation, and it's never been it's always an issue. It always comes back. So I was just curious how you do things and how it may not work.
Yeah, I always, I think that's one of the things that we kind of agreed on. Like, no, your money is my money, my money is your money. Like, we're putting this together. Like Trevon always say, my uncle people say, y'all need to put them checks together and make it happen. Yeah, we putting them checks together. We gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Because what happens is, people try to be married but then live separate lives.
Yeah. Listen.
And so
Preach.
they, that's where I think where you mess up at, because all right, you feel like, okay, well, you got your money to do whatever. No, let's put our money together and we're gonna do what X, Y, and Z. We're gonna have to, figure it out.
I got a question though.
Yeah,
I got a question now. As being a single person, this has been my thought process, because what's wrong with having your individual money as well? Listen, hear me out. Hear me out. What's wrong with me having my money, my partner having his money, and we having a shared account together into which we put things for bills or vacations or savings, and we add together at that point? However, yes, it does come with being transparent. You do have to know what's going on the other court. But what I'm saying is, what if I want me something to go do over here? What if I want, you get what I'm saying? My money to go do something. What if he want to go have a couple, a couple hundred on the side for him to go do whatever he want to do? Because what I think, I ain't gonna say struggle. What I think about relationships is, to me, it's important not to get lost in the relationship, and understanding that you are a person and I am a person. Does that make sense?
Yes, but okay. So, you got something for that?
Yeah.
Go ahead, cause
the only thing I was gonna say is you're not ready for marriage. So I feel like, to some degree, right, what happens is people get married before they're truly ready for that, and then it's still like, we're married when it's convenient, but we're single when it's convenient. So I know something, like when I heard B say like, oh, my husband, we don't have a team, but it used to be, and I'm like, just something similar. I'm like, I ain't ready for marriage yet. Right. Like, but I don't, to an extent, I mean, with my friend situation, I just feel like that's, it's that, like, we, my money is my money and my money is my money, but we still got to pay bills. It's just like, you take this, you take care of this, but there's still, nobody has money. So, one person has money left and one person don't. And then they feel like.
No, that's not at all what I meant. That's not at all what I meant.
I think I know what you were saying.
Yeah, I don't mean that one person is taking care of everything so that they're left.
That's not the situation, but it's just like it's not together like yours is. It's, you take a portion of the bills and I take a portion of the bills.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we all put all our bills in together, and whatever is needed to cover that and whatever else we decide to put together, but there's still some things that naturally, I mean, as a woman, think about it, there's some things that you're going to want as a woman, period, point blank, regardless if you're in a relationship.
What happens if your money ain't enough?
Then you ask him for more.
But
see,
if that
okay.
doesn't happen,
But what I'm saying, what you mean if it don't happen? Okay, so then I don't understand that. What you mean if it don't happen?
I know what you're saying, but this is the thing, right?
I'm not saying we falling short every week, but I'm saying like hey babe, you know, maybe I do want to go get $40-$50 to go get my nails done. We're going on a date next week. I paid X, Y, and Z, or
see,
you know what I'm saying?
this is why I say it. Well, this is the thing. I don't think there's no difference whether you have the money together,
right,
or like you were just saying. But so like with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both our direct deposit is the same account,
right,
and so however the money needs to be dispersed, she figures that out. We haven't been late on anything, so you know what I'm saying. Like it works, but as far as I want to do this or I want to do that, my money going to the account just like hers does. So like when I get paid, she know, all right, well, I'm going to get my feet and nails done. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't got to go to her account. Just go to our account. I might pick with her like, as soon as I get paid, here you go. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, she has her business account where when she works outside of whatever, she like, you know, if we ain't got it here, I can go here.
Right.
And like for me,
right.
If I do some pictures for somebody, I got some in my account. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
See, I guess that's what I'm asking, yeah.
But what I'm saying also, that's not coming from my main income. Right. Our main income goes all into one pot, and then it's dispersed how it needs to be dispersed. But the other money is like the money she used from, you know, her company and the money I use for mine, that's kind of like side money. Right. So if I want to do something different,
so I guess it's not what I was
the key word is you got more than one income. A lot of people
only have one income.
But I wanted to go back to this too. See, the thing too is you shouldn't have to worry about that because you're not married.
I'm not saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I know that, but it's a thought that crosses my mind. It's a question that comes to my mind because it's just like, okay, so what if? And then in me thinking about it, and I'm like, well, dang, you know, how exactly does it work? I mean, everybody.
Are y'all transparent about your other money? Hey, babe, I made it. I got this. Or you just y'all don't talk about it?
I don't look. All right, for an example, whatever she makes with her company, I don't know nothing about it. Okay. Honestly, I don't care about it. You know why?
Right.
Because I'm trying to help that to grow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's her business. Mm-hmm. If I make some money, like, I might just go get all right, we need another microphone, or I might need something for the camera. You know, she know where that money going to, or like, you know, all right, I'm gonna make a punch and I'm just using the money I made the other day. So it's, you know what I'm saying, it's not like I'm hiding money or she's hiding money.
People look at
you know what I'm saying? But there are situations where people are doing that. And so my whole point is, if you feel like that, then you have to question what you really feel behind, you know, beyond that. It's like, cause if that comes to the surface, you gotta really think, okay, what do I really feel about the person? If you can't trust the person with your account or your money,
you definitely don't need to be with them.
You don't need to be with them.
And I feel you, but you know
what I'm saying?
That comes with, I guess, like the whole thing. It kind of goes back in the bar. It comes back with being submissive, because it's like, I gotta trust you, and you're not gonna trust. You're not gonna let a person lead you that you don't trust.
But and also too, so then you need to find out how to understand, or you need to find out what it is about that person that makes you say, I can't trust him. You need to find out. You need to start looking for. That's why I was talking about earlier, putting everything on the table. Because when you sit down and you talk with a person, you'll hear eventually over. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it really take that long. If you listen to them long enough, like, all right, you know,
25.
Yeah, it's like, you know, once you listen to them enough, you like, okay, I know I can trust this person. If that person, you sitting down with a person, they telling you how they did some sneaky stuff at work, how they did some sneaking stuff with their friend or with their cousin and stuff. You're like,
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Okay.
When I think back, I be like, damn, I should have listened.
you should have just listened. That's all it was.